watching. You got that little pistol, ain't popped it, ain't got you nobody. See, really, you niggas nobodies. Got rank in the city, I make me one calling you body. See, we flashing crashes a hobby. Been going too fast with this shit, something like Ricky Bobby. I'm strapped like
Explain to the camera what's going on right now.
I'm bleeding like a stuffed pig.
No, I mean this.
We fucked it up.
It's Tucci in the house. There's #1 film guys in the business.
So, I didn't do an intro to this video yet, so I'm here with Dad.
Hi.
And as you saw, we stepped up the camera quality a little bit for this video. Thank you to my buddy Anthony for coming out and filming for us. Hopefully we'll have him out at more events so I can actually not hold the camera and, you know, actually be on camera, which would be nice. But yeah, so what you guys are going to see in this video is we took Nick's car out to
Top secret location.
Yeah, I guess a top secret location, but I'm sure people that are Long Island know where we were, to test the car for this weekend. So it was an adventurous one, and we put a lot of work in, and I think we got some sort of kind of baseline for what we're looking like for this weekend. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I guess we'll get right to it. So before we get this video started, I know that you guys just watched the intro and it seemed all good, but I realized that the audio quality wasn't amazing. There was some buzzing and stuff like that during recording, but we're gonna get that taken care of for the next one. So unfortunately for me, but I guess it doesn't really matter for you guys much, it's probably easier this way, I will probably be narrating a decent amount of this video because I didn't really do a very good job explaining what was going on, and whatever we had, there was some buzzing noise, so you're gonna hear my voice pretty much the entire video. I apologize. I'm not happy about doing it either, but that's what we have to do. So now what we're doing is we are pulling the carburetor off, because I don't know if you were paying much attention to what the car sounded like and the look on Nick's face of absolute defeat, but it was running like shit. And instead of troubleshooting it for the entire night and trying to figure it out, we tinkered with it for about 20 minutes, couldn't figure it out, and then Eddie was nice enough to just pull the carburetor off the shelf that he had and lent it to us to at least test tonight. So big shout out to Eddie. Obviously he helped us with a ton of stuff in this video, which you'll see, but this is the first hiccup we had so far of the night, of a few of them. So now we got the car running pretty good, and it's time to get ready for our first test hit. Basically the car is set up exactly how it was the last pass at ACO about 3 weeks ago. So we don't have high expectations, being that it's a dirty and rocky and disgusting road that's never been tested on before. But we figured, why not try it and see what it does.
Bitch.
On the
Everything. And I'll tell you the truth.
Probably
You showed in the Grand Central. The guys out saw what the deal attenuators. Go top fuel.
So what's going on?
So Nick just made his first test hit. Now we're just going over some of the stuff on the camera, see what it did.
Listen, I'm gonna put it like in really far.
Like what is that, the pinion one or the back?
Just the back one. On a better path. I'm gonna have to get a light
It's
on.
spinning, so you don't. It's you know, when it hooks, it does something different. When it spins, it does something different again. So I think that it would turn into an Eddie carburetor.
To be honest with you, I'm just surprised that it idled as good as it did, because that's not made for this motor.
That's made for
Bigger motor, but that's a big carburetor, so it can only help calm it down, I guess.
How are you on fuel and stuff? Does this have a fuel cell?
Yeah.
It's full. It's full.
Well, we saw it.
That battery ain't full, that's for sure.
Nick, what's going on? What are you looking at?
Okay.
I'm trying to find that run.
Who ran the other day?
Cool.
What kind of car?
It's not there.
He was there.
Grand Prix. You didn't go?
I was just about to ask you a question. How you doing over there?
Time for attempt number 2 at making it down this dirty road. So we haven't really had to take or ramp in any timing because we've been at the track, and this car all motor doesn't really make enough power to really need to pull any timing out of it. So we're learning the MSD grid. Our buddy Mikey came by and was helping us with the grid and some other stuff. So he put a little bit of a ramp in it for us, showed us how to do it and whatnot, and all that stuff. So trying out attempt number 2. Number 1 was obviously exactly what we planned. Terrible, but we're getting some stuff together and learning some new stuff, so I guess that's a plus. So we're gonna go into test it number 2 and then see what happens.
When you just pushed down on it, it was actually squishing the tire.
It wasn't squishing the shock, right?
It was squishing the tire.
Yeah, not the shock. I think the shocks are frozen.
You mean like internal the valve is
Yeah,
frozen?
something fucked up. Most of this fluid coming out of it. Then the no bueno. Nick, go home and get the other shocks. We could put these springs on them, right? The ones that you have don't have springs on them.
What do you mean? Because
They're
you're on
adjusting it, but it ain't doing nothing different. Talk to you. The other seal.
What happened?
I don't know.
The other seal.
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh, you don't
I don't know yet. Man down. Explain what's going on.
Where's the laptop?
Because I can't.
The shocks in this car are brand new, although they're 20 years old. They were never used.
New old stock.
So it seems like they're leaking fluid now, which means they're junk.
Nice. I got that.
Tomorrow, Nick is going to go to SK Speed, buy a set of double adjustable Vikings, or else we're not going to any races this weekend.
Get out of here. So problem number 2, we have no rear shocks. I have a set back at the house, which we'll get to later in this video. But pretty much we found out that the rear shocks are pretty much doing nothing because they're leaking pretty bad, which, like I said, we'll get to later in the video. And just to add a little more to the plate, you are watching our buddy Mikey look for a nail in the tire that was mounted and balanced about 6 hours prior to us going testing. Brand new Hoosier tires, now had a hole in them. So now we had to change out the carburetor, our rear shocks are junk, and we got a hole in the brand new tire. And we're gonna try to make it happen. So at this point, we know that the shocks are bad and there's really no other adjustment that's going to get us down this dirty road, any sort of semi-fast or clean or straight or anything. So my dad and uncle decided to take a ride home about 20 minutes away, grab the rear shocks that are supposed to go on the Monty, and we'll put them in Nick's car. So meanwhile, while they're doing that, me, Eddie, Mikey, and Nick are getting the car on the lift and getting the shocks out of it and get ready for the swap.
Hold on, put it back in. You see the oil there.
Oh,
See the seal?
that's supposed to be one piece.
It's supposed to go in there somehow and stop this kind of fluidish stuff from coming out.
And it's blown out.
Shit's blowing out, son.
So the shocks are now in and ready to go. So I think we went 4 clicks from tight in the rear, and then the Jeff Thomas front struts, we loosened them 1 more click. So they're almost like pretty much fully loose. So unfortunately, we're kind of starting from square one now that we got not brand new shocks, but new shocks to this car and to us. So now we're pretty much starting all over again. And it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And we go out and try to make another test hit. Well, we were swinging for the fences, and attempt number 4 just didn't go away again. Unfortunately, keep having some trouble getting down this road. The road is shitty. We're trying to get down this road to make sure that we have a tune-up for any road that we go to, or any back of this track or airport or anything. So attempt number 4 didn't happen. Then we're starting to do a burnout for attempt number 5. We made a couple shock adjustments in the back, and unfortunately, as you guys can see, we got a little visitor and we just had to pack up and leave. Alright, so this probably looks familiar from 20 minutes ago, but I just did the intro, now I'm doing the outro. So all in all, tonight was an adventurous one, and More work than I guess we probably expected, but that comes with the sport, I guess. You have anything to say about it, or?
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, so we did some serious race car shit tonight, which was cool.
Shock change.
Yeah, we changed shocks, as you guys saw. We got a little crazy, but we made some progress. We think we have some sort of start for our weekend. Hopefully, if it doesn't get canceled. But that'll do it for tonight. We're on our way to the diner. You want to say anything goodbye?
Good night.
Yeah.
Hey, see, I'm banging crib like a hossy. I'm cold with them sticks and that ice, but I ain't never play hockey. That hustling shit in my body, but if I ain't flipping that pack, then I'm robbing the party. They stepping on shit, hardly. Jumped in the game off the top rope, I feel like Jeff Hardy. Finna ice in my chain.
Young shot caller, hit place, bad bitch taker, AK slanging as gangster, white flags around hanging, 2-gun gang, twin glocks, I'm flaming. Should've been a teacher, how to get you watch out.